Hello students, let us continue with chapter 2, The Wizard of Hockey. In our last class, we have learnt about Major Dhyan Chand Singh, who is considered to be one of the greatest hockey players of all time. We have learnt about how he toiled and struggled hard to reach where he was when he started playing international matches for India. We have also learnt about his great contributions to the field of sports. He had won gold medals at the Olympic Games in Amsterdam, Los Angeles, and in Berlin. We also came to know that he had earned the nickname Hockey Wizard because of his excellent skill at his stick work and in using his ball amazingly within his control. Now this great player breathed his last on 3rd December 1979 in Delhi. Losing such a great player was indeed a great loss for the nation. His passing away had brought a gloom to the field of sports in India. Probably if he would have lived, he could have made even more significant contributions in this field. However, he left us in 1979 on 3rd December, and a year after his death, the Indian Postal Service issued a commemorative stamp in his honor. So the Indian Postal Service, let me tell you, the Indian Postal Service delivers mails across India and even outside India for Indian citizens. It delivers money orders in fact, and many other services it provides to the citizens of India. So the Indian Postal Service produced a commemorative stamp. A commemorative stamp means a stamp in his honor which was produced by the Indian Postal Service, recalling his significant and his great contributions to the field of sports. The Dhyan Chand National Stadium in New Delhi is named in his honor. Apart from this, there was also this Dhyan Chand National Stadium which was constructed in Delhi and named in his memory. His birth date, 29th August, is celebrated as the National Sports Day in India. So this day 29th August is observed as National Sports Day in India. On this day, the President gives away sports awards such as Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna, Arjuna Award and Dronacharya Award at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Rashtrapati Bhavan, is the President of India's official residence. So it is from this place that several of the sports awards are given away to sports personalities. In 2002, a Dhyan Chand Award for Lifetime Achievement in Sports and Games was introduced to honor those sportspersons who have not only contributed to sports through their performance but continue to contribute to the promotion of sports after retirement from an active sporting career. So, this particular award, named as Dhyan Chand Award for Lifetime Achievement in Sports and Games, was introduced to show respect or reverence to sportspersons who not only contributed to the field of sports through their terrific performances, but also continued to work for the promotion of sports, that is for the betterment and development of sports in India, even after their retirement from an active sporting career. So even after these players had retired from their sporting careers, they did not stop Rather, they continued making contributions to the field of sports in various ways that they could, so that sports in India could see a significant development, a betterment for the next generations to come, so that better privileges, better facilities could be provided for the future players in India, and India could make the world, India could make him itself proud before the entire world in this particular field. Now, the opening sentence of Dhyan Chand's autobiography reads, let me tell you, Dhyan Chand's autobiography is named Goal, G-O-L, Goal. You know what an autobiography is. An autobiography is usually written by the writer himself, a person who writes about his own journey of life. So, in Dhyan Chand's autobiography named Goal, there are a few lines written which are mentioned over here. I am a common man and then a soldier. It has been my training from my very childhood to avoid limelight and publicity. So it tells that these are the lines which occur in his autobiography Goal, and he mentions that he is a very common man and he is a soldier. He is a soldier who was, in this, who was always ready to serve his own nation, who was a dutiful and a responsible soldier, protecting his nation from all external threats. It has been my training from my very childhood. He also tells that he has also always been trained and always been, asked to remember that right from his childhood that he should avoid limelight. Limelight means focus of public attention. Whatever he did, it was never because he sought public attention. It was because of, it was out of his sheer passion for his sports, for the sport Olympics, and also for whatever he wanted to do for his country. So these were never selfish acts of his. Rather, in spite of all these achievements, he had always chosen to remain behind public attention. He has always chosen to remain humble, and he never sought publicity. He never wanted to become famous before people and become a hero of the nation. But definitely he was a hero, not because of his trying to become famous, but it was because of his contributions and whatever he did for his nation. I have chosen a profession where I have been taught to be a soldier and nothing beyond that. He then tells very humbly that he had chosen a profession of a soldier and he had been taught nothing to do beyond that. The duty and responsibility of a soldier is to protect his nation from all odds, from all circumstances, and that is what he has always done. But he was not so common after all. Very true. He was not a common soul and not a common man. His soul was the stuff of myths and his skill was the stuff of myths and legends. There will never be another like him. So the feat, the talent, the competency, the proficiency that he showed was not that of a common man. In spite of being a common and ordinary man of flesh and blood, he definitely exhibited skills which were believed to be of belonging to only myths and legends. Myths and legends means skills that one could hear only in fantasy stories, in fictions, or in tales and narratives. So he displayed such kind of skill which was unbelievable, which was incredible. There will be never another like him. So there will never be a person, a replica of this person in terms of his skill and in terms of his, appearance, in terms of the kind of man he was, the kind of thoughts he harbored. So the narrative tells that he will never be, and there will never be another person, parallel to him. Dhyan Chand's brother Roop Singh, son Ashok Kumar, a nephew Chandrasekhar, and granddaughter Neha Singh too had the privilege of representing the national hockey team at the Olympics. So this is not only Dhyan Chand himself, But many of his family members subsequently, even the next generations, many of them took up this sport as their passion. His brother Roop Singh, his son Ashok Kumar, his nephew Chandrasekhar, his granddaughter Neha Singh, all these family members finally were part of the Indian national hockey team, and they played at the Olympics and at the various World Cup games, and they also brought name and fame to the country. The Singh family has won 5 Olympic gold medals, 1 Olympic bronze, 1 World Cup gold, 1 World Cup silver, and 1 World Cup bronze medal. So the family has again significantly contributed in bringing Olympic gold medals, 5 Olympic gold medals, 1 Olympic bronze medal, 1 World Cup gold, and even 1 World Cup silver, and 1 World Cup bronze medal. So this is what we learn about Major Dhyan Chand Singh, about his family members who carried on with the tradition which was set by Dhyan Chand himself. We find the entire family has made huge contributions. They are an inspiration to us. Dhyan Chand himself symbolizes sincerity, hard work, struggle, selflessness, patience, determination. He is an embodiment of morality, humility, and indeed integrity. He was an ordinary common man, yet extraordinary in his achievements in life, in the skill and competence that he showed throughout his life, and the way he had inspired the future generation players in India. So we come to an end of this chapter. In our next slide, you can see the first picture is of the National Sports Day that we have read just now. That 29th August is celebrated as National Sports Day in India. The next picture shows you the Dhyan Chand Award for Lifetime Achievement in Sports and Games. This is how the award looks. And then in the third picture, you can see the stamp which was being produced by the Indian Postal Service in commemoration or in memory of Major Dhyan Chand. With this, we come an end to the explanation of this prose piece. I shall continue with the question answers. Those would be sent to you in the in a Word document in our next class. Until then, please read the chapter. Try to understand it. It isn't a difficult one. I've almost given you meanings of all difficult words. Listen to this explanation and write down the meanings of those words. You'll find it very simple. Thank you for today. Stay safe until we meet next day. Bye bye.